Hello, lovely and amazing viewers. You are welcome once again to Royal Star Fashion. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to make this overlapping on this skirt. Should I call it overlapping? Anyway, I don't really know the exact name. If you know it, kindly write that in the comment box. So, kindly stick and stay and keep watching to the end of this video. This is the back piece of the skirt. It's going to be a pencil skirt. So I folded that into two and I added 1 inch as zip allowance or zipper allowance. I'm pinning it down just to make sure that my fabric is in place. I place the front piece of the skirt on top of the back piece. I'm arranging it in a way that the zipper allowance will be well defined. Please, I'm just doing a quick tutorials on how to make a pencil skirt just for understanding sake. I already have a video in my channel explaining this in detail. The first thing I'm doing now is marking 1 inch, which should serve as my starting point and also my waistline. After that, I mark from my waist to my hip. This measurement is usually between 8 inches and 9 inches depending on your height. In my case, I'm using 9 inches. And I measured from my waist to my knee. My fabric was already cut out using my skirt length, so there was no need to mark any skirt length. The next thing was I divided my waist measurement into 4 and I'm marking that. After marking, I added 1 inch, which will serve as my dart allowance. Don't forget, I'm taking all the measurements from the front piece. I'm not including that zipper allowance. I also divided my hip measurement by 4 and I'm marking that. And over here, I'm not going to be adding that 1 inch dart allowance because my dart will not get to my hip. At my knee, I subtracted 2 inches from my hip measurement. Then I divided that by 4 and I'm marking it at my knee since this was a pencil skirt. With the help of my hip curve, I joined those 3 points and connected that knee point to the hemline. I proceeded further to adding 1 inch allowances all around and I connected those points too. It's time to cut. At this point, if you've not liked this video, please kindly do so. Smash that like button. As I always say, I really like that like button. Please kindly like it for me. Once I was done cutting, I marked the zipper allowance so that I might not be confused. And I separated the front piece from the back piece. The next thing I did was to input my dart. My dart was 4 inches and I had the 4 inches from my nipple to my nipple divided by 2, or my bust span divided by 2. My bust span was 8. I divided it by 2 and I had 4. And the dart length is 6 inches. So it's now 6 by 4. I was done marking that 6 inches line. I went to mark half an inch on both sides and I joined it to the bottom. I'm a bit fast because I already have a video on my channel on how to make a skirt. I also created the dart for the front piece. With the front piece, the only difference is the dart length was 5 inches instead of 6 inches. As I always say, the front dart should always be shorter than that of the back dart. I also opened up the center back because that is where I'm going to be inserting my zip. So I'm just opening my zipper allowance up. This is the part everybody is waiting for. Now we are coming to create that overlapping on the skirt. I'm doing it on the front piece, not the back piece. I just opened up my front piece and I'm arranging it. If you look at the picture, you realize that it was draped, as in pleated. I'm not going to be pleating it. I'm going to be making it flat. So if you want to give it pleat, you can use that formula and you can still get it. So I'm not going to be draping it with that pleat. The first thing I did was to determine how long I wanted the first side to be and then how long I also wanted the other side to be. As I always say, at this point you can be creative to come out with something nice. So just be creative. I decided to bring the other one to the knee line and took the other one below the hip line and I marked it like so. So I'm just creating how I wanted the design to be. I also wanted those pieces to overlap each other. That is what you are seeing me drawing out. Guys, I don't know why I'm just messing up my fabric. Oh, Please, when you're designing yours, be frugal. The materials I'm using is a bridal satin and a lace. So the base is the bridal satin, and then I'm going to use the lace to do the overlap. Once I was done getting my desired shape, I placed the lace on top of the design I created, and I'm going to cut it out. Before that, I'm pinning it down with my pins just to make sure that it's in place. I have a lot of interesting videos on this channel. Please, when you're done, kindly check them out. I'm sure you'll be very interested in them, and you are going to learn a lot after watching those videos. Please, if you've not subscribed, I'm reminding you again, kindly do so. Support your girl so that I can just help me keep this channel growing, and I'll be coming your way with interesting and trending designs that you'll be learning from. And please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Kindly ask your questions in the comment box, or you can email me, and then I'll be around to answer your questions. There is a part 1 of this video. This skirt was to be joined to a corset I've already made in my channel. Please kindly look for that video and watch it. You are going to be blessed. Like, you'll be learning a lot from that video. It was a corset with a snatch waist. The waist was snatched and it came out so well. It's like the outcome was just superb. Once I was done working on the front piece, I also arranged the back pieces side by side, and I cut out the same pieces for the lace. So I'm going to be stitching all around. I also stitched my darts for both the back and the front, and I attached a zip to the back. And I want to join them together, right side facing each other. I also want to give it a front slit, and I attach a bias around the slit. But then I'm sorry my camera couldn't video that part. And this was the outcome. It's already looking beautiful.